Good evening, everybody. This fine Saturday evening, I'm back to do another dish, and I'm going to do a curry for you. I think it's long overdue that I did a curry, so we're going to do a little curry for you. And it's a simple fish and coconut curry called makarahi. So there's not a lot of ingredients. Again, it's quite simple. So hope we all get something out of it. So the first thing I've done is chopped up some onion. So just chop up some simple white onion and just gently fry it off until it goes golden brown and almost caramelised. So get that going. So for the last half hour I've had some white fish. This is halibut, and I've just salted it and tossed it in a little bit of turmeric to give it a bit of colour. So once the onions are done, we'll be dropping the fish into the frying pan. So these are just about done, caramelised. Oh. In fact, put them there. That's quicker. So the only thing I'm going to add to here is some curry leaves. Now this is optional, you don't necessarily have to add them, but I just think it adds a great flavour to your curry. So just a wee handful of curry leaves. Again, you can get these from most Indian delis. And just fry them off. Probably needs 1 minute. So that's what you're looking for. Right, so we're going to take that off the heat. Just drag it to the top of the frying pan and let the oil fall to the bottom. Then spin it out, leaving oil behind. Just drop onto kitchen paper. You can do this with chicken as well. It's a crack me dish. Right, so back onto your heat. So just spread that about your paper to let it drain off and cool. And just transfer it off your board. So next thing we're going to do is drop in the fish. So I'm going to add a little bit of coconut oil to the frying pan, along with vegetable oil. Then we're going to give the fish a minute just to put some colour on it. So as I said, this has been dusted in turmeric powder and some salt, sea salt crystals, Malden sea salt crystals. Don't use table salt, it's disgusting. So we'll put a bit of colour on them for a minute or two. Big slurp. Cheers everybody, thanks for watching. That's us up to 550 members now, so thanks a lot, brilliant. Just a minute on each side. It's going to finish in the coconut milk that we're going to add later on. So we'll complete this whole dish with the rice and serve it up at the end. Just about there. So that'll do it. Take them back out, rest them on your plate. You can do this with cod, haddock, any white fish that keeps its shape and holds itself together. Okay, so keep your heat up quite high and just put that aside. So the next thing you do, we've got a large heaped teaspoonful of garlic paste and a tablespoonful of ginger paste. That's about 60-40. Just toast that off. Perfect. Right, so we've got half a teaspoonful of turmeric and a quarter of a teaspoonful of salt. We'll taste it at the end, it might need a little bit more salt. Just toast that off. Perfect. Now, we've got just a quarter of a teaspoonful of red chilli powder and a teaspoonful of tomato puree, red tomato puree. So keep your heat up high. Don't worry about burning it, you're not burning it. Right, so take your onions, just leave a few behind for garnishing your plate, and fry your onions and your curry leaves back into the frying pan with a little bit of water, a little dash of water, just to loosen it. A little bit more. Smells amazing, absolutely amazing. I think I've made this twice, so I'm kind of not 100% sure I'm doing it perfectly. So the next thing to add is coconut milk. If you want to try, if you can use coconut milk from a carton as opposed to from a can, because the stuff in the can doesn't split. This has got to split. The oil's got to separate from the actual dish. And it doesn't happen with tin because tin's been pasteurised, whereas the cartons don't get pasteurised. There you go. Easy peasy. Not even a dozen ingredients. Right, back to your fish. So you're now going to poach your fish in the coconut milk. So just drop it in. Just give your pan a little shake. And just keep your eye on it, you don't want it getting too gloopy. But you'll start to see the oil separate from the actual coconut milk. So while that's cooking away, just check on your rice. It's just plain basmati boiled rice to go with this. We'll boil that for about 8-9 minutes and then rest it for a minute. Just give this a little bit of a taste. Yep, coming on nice. Dropping a little bit of water. So don't cook this for any more than 3 or 4 minutes. That's all fish takes. So we're just going to garnish this with some green chilli. And a little bit of coriander. So just keep it bubbling away. Right, this is almost done. Just check the rice. Yep, rice is done. So get your water up as hot as you can get it. Right, just turn this down a little bit. I'll turn this down to a nice simmer now. I can actually see the oil separating from the actual coconut milk. So it's basically as good as ready. And a little taste. Yeah, it's a lovely dish. Brilliant. It might need a little bit of sugar, to be honest. So rice, people struggle with rice and I just don't get why they struggle so much with it. Just boil it for a minute or so less than the packet tells you, and then just drain it through hot water, and it's still slightly al dente. Just shake off the excess water. Back in the pan. Off the heat, lid on, and leave it for a minute or two. So we're just going to let this down with a little bit of more water again. Yeah, now that does need a little pinch of sugar. So just drop in, just a wee sprinkling, not even a quarter of a teaspoonful of caster sugar. Just taste that again. Yep, that's done the trick. Perfect. Right, just going to check the fish. So just test the fattest piece of fish and just falls straight through, so that's good. So off with the heat. Right, let's get it on a plate. Smells amazing, absolutely amazing. Hope you're picking this up okay. Hope the camera's in the right position. So just drop your sauce over your plate and your onions. A few chilies. A few coriander leaves. A little bit of the onion left over. Your curry leaves. Right, that is easy. This is an easy dish to do. And that's it done. So let's see what the rice looks like. It's a minute less than I would normally give it, but it's really fluffy and dry. So just drop that in a separate bowl. There you go, you're good to go. White fish and coconut milk with boiled rice. Hope you enjoy that, guys. Give it a go and let me know what you think. Thanks a lot.